Hello everyone, welcome to another interesting video from Bharath.Insights. So this is most common interview scenario and also a Power BI optimization technique as well. So you have been in this situation where you have a simple chart like this with respect to salaries or a sales or a profit or anything. For a text-based column, it can be like a product or a customer. So currently this chart is showing customer-wise the salary, and I have a lot of customers available, but for the business it is difficult for them to understand if you are displaying like this. So they want a few set of customers. It can be top 10 or a top 20 or a top 5 or a bottom 5, bottom 10, bottom 15. So your client is asking in that way to represent in your Power BI. So the usual workaround could be you can play with the bookmarks for a top customer, bookmarks with a bottom customer. But what if your client is asking, don't use bookmarks, I want another approach? So I have prepared another workaround for you. So we have like this. Let's say this chart basically shows the top customer as well as the bottom customer. You could see top 11 customer. Let's say if I ask 5 customers or a 6 customer from the top, from the bottom. Let's say if I ask I want only 15 customers or a 16 customer, I have top and I have bottom. So like this you can display this kind of a results to the business. So without much wasting, let's see how we gonna do this in the Power BI. So if you are liking this content and this channel, please subscribe and comment on this video what kind of a next use cases you want, so that I'll read and I'll try to plan those videos. So currently I have my Power BI like this. So simple chart. So first step, I need to have a top and the bottom. It can be segregated with respect to dynamic mechanism. So what I'll do, I'll go back and I'll create a simple table. So this simple table, probably I'll call a reference could be top or a bottom. Okay, and I have to, because in your client you don't have the data, right? So you have to feed your data manually. So the first column, if you could give as a type, and second column should be sorting. You can, because you have to order it. So the first type I want as a top and I'm giving as 1, and the second I want as a bottom, I'm giving as 2. So let me give this table should be loaded in my data. So this is a simple bank customers data, and I have my data like this. Okay, my top and bottom table is created. Let me go back to the table view and just click on this. So I have this top and bottom. So let me just sort this by type. Should be sorted by this sorting 1 and 2 in terms of proper ordering. So I have created one measure. The simple measure could be salary. I have placed sum of all these estimated salaries for all the customers. So now I wanted to keep this in terms of a dynamic. Let's say if I can give any reasons for my business to understand the top and bottom. So we have created this top and bottom table. Let's try to input this using a button slicer. So you can drag and drop this type here. So I have currently two things, which is top and bottom. So as per the design, let's try to keep in this position. So you can still make this force selection because something should be selected. I have made it as a top, and shape, if you want rectangle or a rounded rectangle I want, and you can mention some rounded corners as per your design. So I'm making as 15, and the layout, I will choose the max rows. I don't want 3, I want only 2, and similarly max columns only 2, so that I don't have any empty spaces. Now I'm done with layout. To come back to the callout values, so if you want, you can change the font to semi bold, okay, and make it in the center. Okay, and color is this. Now if you want to switch off those next thing, default, if entity selected, I want border to be off. Fill, you can just customize with the same color. Okay, this is my fill condition. And go to general, header icons should be, title should be off, so I don't want that type and all. And come back to the visual default. If you want the padding, you can still adjust your padding to custom. Okay, so that it would be easy for us to keep here. Okay, so this is my top and this is my bottom. Currently this is not working. If you could just see from this. Okay, so what can be done to make this work? So we will assign that condition here, and we also will try to create one measure for the business to understand as per that rule. So if I can zoom this measure for us, so I can call this measure as one rule. So for the dynamic rank, I'll in order to take that dynamically, I'll use this rank function. This is again a common interview question for you. So what I'll do, I'll take this if condition, and in this if condition, firstly is my selected value, okay, is my selected value is equal to top, then assign one condition. If the selected is bottom, then assign another condition, like descending order and ascending order. So my selected value, what is a field name I have? My field name is the surname, so that's my customer name. So if this surname is equal to first condition I have given as a top, right? So I'm giving the same. If this surname is equal to top, then what it should have. So I'll give my next expression. I'll take this rank x function. In this rank x, if the selected value from this surname, the first condition is top, so I wanted to display by ascending order. Okay, so I have given my table name, then it is asking to give me expression. So expression should be followed by the salary, right? I have given the total salary, and the salary should be followed by first step is a descending order for the top. Okay, and then the rank, if the ranks are matched, I don't want to take it in a sequence, you have to give it, and then this is the first condition is done. Close this one, then keep comma. If this condition is not satisfied, what could be the next condition? Okay, the next condition should be the same. I am replacing this with ascending order. Okay, if the surname is equal to top, only give me descending order, if or else just make it ascending order. Okay, so this is my DAX for the dynamic ranking. So this is the first interview question. You're gonna get it if you're giving for the interviews. Okay, and the next, I want the manual input. Okay, the user have to enter manually, so that if my customers, currently I have in my data 2000 plus customers. Okay, so if they want 100 customers, okay, 50 customers, so it is difficult, right? So they have to enter manual. So for that, go back to modeling and just take the numeric range as a parameter. So the minimum range should be 1 for me, and the maximum range, I said, right, 2000 customers I have, 2000 I'm giving it, and add slices to this page. Yes, keep it as S, so that this would be arranged for you. So you can still customize this using header is off, slider is off, and go back to general. Background is also off. So the background is off. What you can do, you can just keep this in this position, so that all the users can able to enter it. So if you could just move this a little left, if you want, just make it bottom, and you can keep it here. So again, you can still make the background is off. Okay, go back to FX, background is off. Okay, so this way users can able to enter. Okay, can you see it's working? So whatever the value you want to enter, it is working, but still it is not interactive, right? So we have created, first could be the ranking with the help of one table, second could be the parameters, and third step is to assign this to this bottom chart, right? So in order to assign, you can go back to filters and assign one condition. Okay, if you make one rule, and that applied rule should be followed for this chart. So what I'll do, I'll again go back here and I'll create one more measure. I'll call this measure as the rule. So what could be this condition rule is simple. If okay, so if this what could be the name of the bottom one? If the dynamic rank, if it is less than or equal to my parameter value. Okay, if this dynamic rank is less than or let's say less than or equal to dynamic rank, then what you can do, give me 1 is basically the first one, top. If not, make it 0. So this is the way you can able to print your values. So done, and now it's time for us to apply apply the condition for this chart. Okay, so if you could check this dynamic ranking, so my dynamic ranking, the type, basically the type which we created is equal to top, then make it a descending ranking. If not, make it ascending ranking. Okay, based on surname, based on salary. Okay, then the next measure which we created is a rule, and the dynamic ranking should be less than or equal to the parameter value. Okay, and if you could make this as per your requirement, it will work. So currently you could see the top 10 customers or top 9 customers based on top and bottom. So if you make it 100 or a 99, so you could see all these things. Okay, so this way the users can take the better decisions in the business. So to avoid multiple bookmarks, this is one of the alternative solutions for making the rank should be dynamic. So this can be applied for all other charts as well, but one of the use case you can work around with this. So if you want this data type or data sets, just let me know. I'll keep this in the comment. So make sure to like this video if you're watching till this end. Thank you so much. If you have any doubts, just let me know in the comments. See you.